Welcome to Pro Charts. My name is Benjamin Poole, head trader here at verifiedinvesting.com. This is the commodities edition. We're actually going to look at a lot of futures because this gives you an idea of how to potentially look for trade setups based on a futures account. First one we're going to go over is gold. So GOLD or MGC1. So here's this downsloping trend line. Pivot top here, secondary hit, third hit, fourth hit. On a technical basis, the more often a resistance level gets hit, the weaker it gets. However, it also identifies where the trend is. As you can see, gold is continuing to trend lower and lower. A couple different levels we're watching for. 43.74. If we can clear this level on the upside, we're going to be met with this downsloping trend line as resistance. These are the two resistance levels that gold needs to clear in order for us to get a continued push to the upside. On the way down, here's this low pivot point right here at 3943.7. This is your support level right now on the chart of gold. Once we can take out this low pivot right here at basically 4,047. So those are the levels we're looking at on gold. Palladium PA1. So we're getting, we're kind of similar downtrend on gold as gold. Downsloping trend line. What we're gonna do, connect to pivot top here through this secondary pivot and look at all this price consolidation. As you can see, Palladium is still staying really, really weak as well. Did fill this gap in the charts at 1249.5. Now all of a sudden we're getting a nice close below that. It hasn't closed yet, but if we do start closing below that, your next level of support is 1202. Once that level breaks, you're going to identify the next level of support, or we are going to right here. You're going to have a lot of support around a pierce of $1,100. Now you're going to have some support right here at 1172. However, this is the next major level that I'd be looking at on Palladium at $1,100 pierce. And that is a continuation of this current downtrend that Palladium futures is currently residing below. Platinum PL1. Look at this downtrend. Pivot top, pivot low, lower high, lower low, lower high, a little bit of a higher low. Started to look like we were going to uptrend. However, we had this massive reversal. Now, the shorter term time frame is actually taking control of Palladium futures. So your next major support level on PL1 is going to be 1519. You have a ton of price consolidation at the lower end of this support level. This is telling us that at one point in time, there was a lot of price action, and the buyers took full control of this, all before this huge surge to the upside where it got to almost 3,000 on PL1. So this would be about a 50% retracement of that entire move, or the recent highs. And that's why 1519, in addition to that massive sell-off, it's into a lot of support on PL1. Let's take a look at silver. Silver is into a pivot low support right here. This is the low from the 23rd of March, 2026. So it's pretty recent. As you can see, we formed a little bit of a head and shoulders pattern on the chart of silver. So what we're going to do is we're going to identify where the potential measured move would be. So what we're going to do is create this neckline right here. Take the apex of this head, drop it down, straight down, and from the breaking point, silver has a measured move all the way down to about 56.26 an ounce. And that's on the SL1 chart. If it does break below that level, look at this low pivot support right here at 47.075. Now you are going to catch some support right here at 53. And this is actually a great opportunity to take advantage of a retrace as seen of the crime. So we had all this price consolidation before this massive breakout to the upside where silver surged all the way up to 121.910. From that high, this would be a 56% move to the downside. After a breakout, you're going to have a ton of support in this area, but the lower end of the range is 47.075, and that could be a great opportunity to start accumulating some on silver. Right now, though, this pivot low support, even with this measured move looming, is still the support level. Once that breaks, then you're going to have another move to the downside on SL1. NG, this is doing the opposite. You have the pivot low here, creating higher lows and higher highs, finally took out this pivot top right here, and now we're getting a little bit of a rejection. However, this upsloping trend line is still support. So on NG1, what we're looking at is what happens with price action. If we start breaking below this, your next level of support after this breakout is 3.055. And that is a great opportunity to catch some support. If we do break below that, we're heading down into this low pivot point right here at around 2.827. And that's just on a technical basis for NG1. Right now, again, we're still identifying what's happening with this upsloping trend line. We start breaking this pivot top at 3.393. Then all of a sudden it opens the door to this low, or this previous gap sitting in the charts right about 3.616. So a couple different levels. Right now we are starting to take a little bit more of a downturn, but this upsloping trend line hasn't broken yet. So we're still in an uptrend. CL1 crude, light crude oil futures. Here was a major pivot in the charts. As you can see, we closed below it. As soon as we closed below it, this support level became resistance. And so really this is a line in the sand. On the way up at 78.97, this is going to be the rejection zone on CL1. On the downside, we're into a little bit of support right in this zone. However, there's a major pivot in the charts right here around 70.39. This is where I'd be looking for crude oil or CL1 to catch a nice bid off of based on this previous price consolidation in this area and this low pivot point right here before this massive move to the upside. These are looking very similar as far as the charts go. You get these huge surges and then this continued selling pressure in all of these commodities. ZC, corn futures. Right now we're staying a little bit weaker. Nice down move, price consolidation in this area. This is indicating that corn futures or ZC1 is going to continue to drop. Now that we've taken out this low pivot point at 4092, if we can continue that move to the downside and break and confirm down through that level, then your next level of support is going to be this pivot low right here, pivot top right here, and you're going down to 39.4.4. XW wheat futures. So that was corn futures. Let's go into wheat futures. Nice little move. Here was this upsloping trend line. Pivot low here, kissed it here, but here was really the second hit, third hit, finally broke down, continued the move to the downside, and got rejected on this upsloping trend line, and now we're making another move to the downside. So after a retrace, this is really the level that you're looking at. Here's this upsloping trend line. If we can get above it, around 623, then all of a sudden, this is negating this reversal or this signal of a continued downtrend. And then you're going to see another move to the upside. But right now, this upsloping trend line is still fully in control. You're going to have a little bit of a bounce right here at 589. And then all of a sudden, if it does break below that, here's a pivot top support. You zoom out in the charts, and this is going to be a major support level sitting at 5631. Lean hogs or live cattle. LE, similar as far as a retrace. Pivot top here, pivot low here. Logarithmic charts are on. There we go. Pivot low, secondary hit, third hit, finally got back below, almost retraced. So what I'd be looking at, because we've broken down and made a continuation move, would be a retrace of the scene of the crime. If we can hit all the way up to about 251.60 and then hit the lower end of this green bar candle as well as this pivot top, this is a great opportunity for a potential entry for a short. And that would be at 251.965. This is a great area, knowing that you could always stop out of this trade if it does get above that and closes back inside of this upsloping trend line, because that would signal that live cattle is on the move and is going to continue higher. All right, a lot of different charts for you. I decided to give you extra charts today instead of just going over the standard 4. So that way you can get an idea of how trend lines work, as well as how to play potential continuation moves to the downside. As long as the downsloping trend line is staying intact, you can hit it on the retrace every single time. And same with on the upside. If it's an upsloping trend line and it's hammering on the upside, it's just saying stay cautious with that. Doesn't mean to be exiting the trade. Just saying, okay, until this breaks and continues to move, you can go ahead and hang on to that trade for a little bit longer. That's what I have for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please go ahead and smash that like button, subscribe, ring that bell so you can get notified when these videos drop. And we'll see you next time in the charts. You guys have a great rest of your day. Take care.